Today marks 1570 AD of daily lessons, daily reflections, and today I want to speak about being unseen. And it's interesting because a lot of times when we think about being unseen, we think about other person will not be able to see us, who we truly are. But I think that the most core lesson here is that we a lot of times are not seen by ourselves. And because we are not seen by ourselves, that means we are turning to want to be seen by others, validated by others, accepted by others. So that means that the core aspect is when you see yourself, when you accept yourself, when you validate yourself, you don't seek external validation, don't seek external acceptance. But today I will share seven truths. What happens when you are not seen by others? And why is that so important? So seven important truths. So number one is that every time that you self-censor yourself, you teach yourself that you're too much, and that too much is as too sensitive, too outgoing, too whatever. Like you can put any name. That means when you censor yourself, when you edit yourself, when you are thinking to adjust because of other person, it's great to compromise, but not for your identity. Where it's like this is who you're supposed to be, and this is what you are. So that means what message you're sending to your subconscious that the real me isn't safe. The real me isn't safe. So I need to really hide the true version of myself. And of course, that is a terrible place to be in because our nervous system is not at at calmness. Nervous system is always policing for for being safe. Number two, you become addicted to approval. And what it means is that sometimes rather than looking into internally, do I accept myself? Do I like myself? Do I, no, just probably not the best word, but what parts of myself do I need to work on myself for myself? And now you look into other person and look into, do they smile? Do they accept me? Do they validate me? Do they frown? Do they not understand what I'm saying? Because if they smile, that means that my nervous system is great. If they frown and they don't smile, that maybe creates nervousness, anxiety. That means that we are learning how to be externally regulated. And that's, of course, terrible place to be in. Rather than connection, we have a dependency on other person's moods. Number three is you resent the people you're performing for. Because you're not able to be authentic you, that drains your energy because putting a mask and keeping that mask on could potentially be a very draining experience. And because of that, of course, could be resentment. It could be resentment because other person is not willing to accept who you truly are, and that's a total different story. But sometimes you just resent people that you're performing for, even though they never wanted you to change yourself. Because there's two types. One type is that they don't want to see the version of you. Other types of people who want to see your version of you, who's just not giving it. And has a huge difference. It has a huge difference. Number four is you lose access to your own desires, and this is probably the worst part about really hiding your identity and putting your mask on, because after a while you don't understand which one is mask and which is you truly are. So when you think about what is your desires, what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, what you feel, what you don't feel, like all those simple questions for a person who is self-aware, it becomes challenging because now we start to really mix what is a mask and who we truly are. And that's a dangerous place to be in. Number five, you confuse peace with avoidance. And somebody said that I just don't want drama and walk away from the argument, conflict, discussion. And a lot of times, what you actually saying, I just don't want rejection. I just don't want rejection. And I think that I don't want rejection will lead into peace, probably a drama disguised as a peace. So what it means that we are seeking peace, but what we get, we avoid the true problems, of course, and those problems will compound and will be even worse down the road. Because that's basically slowly erodes self-respect because you don't stand for the things that is important for you. Number six, your confidence starts to feel fake. What it means is that you have a skill set, but you don't feel that it's true version of you. So it's very hollow. It's you look into yourself and it's like, hmm, is it me or is it's fake me because or is this my mask? So you start to doubt even strengths and weaknesses because you need to blend two personas at the same time and you don't know which skill sets and which weakness belongs to whom. So I think that when you really try to accommodate yourself to others, you start to split your identities because one identity with your friend, one identity to myself, maybe even other identity to other person who you want acceptance from. And last one, number seven, is loneliness becomes existential. And what it means is that you can be in a room with your friends, but never feel that you're with your friends because they never see you who you truly are. And you feel lonely because they are connecting with your mask, but not connecting with your true identity. So your true identity feels lonely no matter where you are. And that's its essential. But when we learn how to show our true colors to everyone around us and being okay, being alone, because I think that being alone is better than to be lonely in a group of people that potentially will love to care for you, or maybe they want to care for the mask that you have. Because I know that there's some people who just love your mask and they're comfortable with that. And when you unmask yourself, they will not like you. They will not want you in their group. And again, this is a part why people keep their mask for so long, for years, until they finally realize that I really don't want to really work that hard on putting that mask on because I always say that energy is the most important thing. Energy is the most important thing. And if you use energy to really put that mask on constantly, how are we supposed to have energy to really pursue some big things in life? So I think that we always need to ask, okay, how could I remove all the energy drainers? And this is a massive energy drainer. Put the mask to different people, validated by external things. And rather than really working to love ourselves, we're working to be approved by others, and that's this huge difference. So I hope you should reflect as well. I think that every single person wants to be accepted in a certain level, but I think that the levels are different. Some person is from 1 to 10 1, some other person 10, and we need to understand, okay, where we are from 1 to 10 and really work towards to move from 10 that you seek all just external validation, move towards that. Maybe if I say I'm number 5, okay, let's work towards 4 3 2 1. And I think that is this is again the range that every single person is, and I think that we need to rate where we are because I could say that I used to be more of a 8 or 9, I never 10, but still I was pretty high in that land, and I needed to work to be able to really love myself enough to respect myself and build boundaries, not tolerate things, have non-negotiables, and those kind of things really helps to develop your authenticity. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.